Hey guys, how's it going? It's Chloe here with That Darn Movie Show, and today I wanted to talk about Okja, which premiered at Cannes and is now headed straight towards your eyeballs when it hits Netflix later next month. Now, I'd never actually seen any of Bong Joon-ho's stuff previously, so I had a little bit of a catch-up session and I watched The Host and Snowpiercer, which I thought were both excellent, and I think Bong Joon-ho is such a unique filmmaker because he sets such a fascinating tone in his films. It's both harrowing and hilarious, sweet and nihilistic, and I think especially the endings are always pretty jaw-dropping because they're so bleak and yet there's just this little tiny spark of hope. Oh man, they just mess me up real good. That's very true of Okja as well, which is also excellent, and I think an even better opportunity for him to play around with tone because it all centers on this very adorable and very genuine relationship between a little girl and her pet, the titular Okja. Like, kind of imagine it's like The Host meets like Pete's dragon. I thought they really nailed the creature design on Okja, who is essentially a super pig created by the Miranda Corporation to be a futuristic food source that is cheaper and will also have less of an impact on the environment, and they send out a bunch of these super pigs all around the world to be raised. One is sent to a farm in South Korea where this little girl called Mija lives. And so Okja and Mija grow up together and they just become the best of friends. Which actually, going back to Pete's Dragon, which I'm talking about the David Lowery remake from last year, which I absolutely loved. I think both of those films nailed the creature design because they infused them with these quite dog-like qualities. You know, like the blind loyalty and the attachment and the kind of waggy goofiness to them. I think both of those characters are created to really draw on that pure nostalgia from people who may have had dogs when they were kids or just had any kind of pet that they were particularly attached to. I had a dog when I was growing up and he was my best friend. Like, we did everything together, he was always there for me, and there was something so pure about that relationship. But unlike Pete's Dragon, in Okja, Bong Joon-ho is deploying that sense of attachment to make some very brutal and very uncompromising statements about our impact on the environment. In the film, Okja is taken away from Mija to go to this super pig festival in New York City, and Okja is not seen by the Miranda Corporation as a creature, as a soul. She's seen as a piece of meat, and this film is very unforgiving about depicting that divide in perception. And I don't know, maybe this film will turn a lot of people vegan or vegetarian, but even if it doesn't, it will make them think long and hard about where their meat is coming from. But as with Bong Joon-ho's films, there's as much humor here as there is horror, and it's just especially fun to see these really acclaimed actors cut loose and really go for these quite cartoonish characters. You know, Tilda Swinton had the time of her life in Snowpiercer, and she has had the time of her life once more with Okja, as she plays the head of the Miranda Corporation, Lucy, and she really nails that kind of floaty, like, very eco-conscious, like, corporate head who's actually hiding some very sinister things. Jake Gyllenhaal plays a washed-up celebrity zoologist, and I don't know if I've ever seen Jake Gyllenhaal this giddy and sweaty, but I'm loving it. You're doing it, honey. You're killing it. And also, Paul Dano gets to beat somebody up for maybe the first time in his career. I'm just very proud of him. You know, it's just a great cast overall. So yeah, if you have Netflix, I would definitely check out Okja when you can. If you can see it in a cinema, even better. And overall, I would just recommend Bong Joon-ho's films as a whole. I think he is such a unique filmmaker. He will make you laugh, cry, and feel deeply uncomfortable within 30 seconds. And that, to me, is what great cinema is. But if you've had a chance to see Okja, I would love to know what you guys thought. You can let me know down in the comments below, or you can hit me up on Twitter. Details down in that description box. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe so we can hang out and talk about movies. I'll see you guys soon. Bye!